Hello, and welcome to the Plague Mask. Today we're going to go on a little bit of a journey. We're going to learn about the history of the Plague Mask, what it's become in modern times, and then we're going to see what everyday people really know and how they feel when they see the mask. So, let us go on our journey.
An endless crowd of people may walk upon the stone. Where will their memory go? Where did their minds come from? And I was an only child when I first looked into your eyes and saw your body rise up over the ocean. We saw the golden boy who lead love onto the sand like rain, while we were injected.
That was pretty creepy. Let's look at some more and talk about it. In the 14th century, the Black Plague swept through Europe, killing 2/3 of the population, creating a devastating loss. But also with that loss became a little bit of the unknown. And the doctors then didn't have the understanding of modern medicine and technology that we have today, thus ultimately creating the staple that is the plague mask. So let us go ahead and look now at the plague mask so we can understand why it's shaped the way it is and what their thought process was behind it. The plague doctors wore a bird-like mask because they believed back then that the plague was spreading through the air. So the doctors would stuff the beak of the mask full of different spices and potpourris and perfumes to essentially clean the air that they were breathing, so that way that they could not contract the Black Plague, which we now know was not the case. Plague mask has a pretty interesting history. And the funny part about it is today we look at it as a sign of death and evil. But then it was a sign of hope that a doctor was coming to cure or fix them. So now let's go ahead and look and see how such a terrible thing is being used now in popular culture through movies, television, music, and literature. It's a pretty interesting thing that's lasted for centuries.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, this place is deserted, except for that guy.
Ich bin hier, Finn. It's me, the princess. Did you bring him?
Sure did.
Please, come forward.
From children's cartoons to cryptic White House messages and strange elite sex parties, the plague mask is used in a variety of different ways nowadays. The connotation has taken on in so many different directions, it's strange to think that at one point it represented hope. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head to our local pub, have a couple sodas, and see what people will think about the mask and what it represents to them. And let's notice if media today has had any influence on their opinions of what it really is.
Alright, hello. Thank you for joining me on this interview. So I'm going to show you 4 images, and I want you to tell me what it is, what you think it is, how does it make you feel, and what does it represent.
I got the mask.
Right. Do you know like what part of history this is from?
Yes.
So this was actually a sign of hope
I mean, that's so weird.
back then.
Oh, I feel
Well, we're gonna have more sodas and talk to more people. 27 years old.
I got it. Go ahead and ask me a question.
Thank you for taking the time. So
You're welcome.
I'm gonna show you a couple pictures here. I got this guy right here.
That looks like a turkey.
Turkey. How about that guy?
I don't know. Same thing. It's a
Turkey.
turkey.
How about
I
that?
don't know. Same thing. They're all like the same thing. Just a closer up picture. What is that?
Have you ever seen that in like media or movies?
Nope. Never.
Eyes wide shut. Thank
What
you.
is it?
Please be in this. Can
What
I get a little
is
quick
it?
pan over? Eyes wide shut. So it's the plague mask, right? From the plague, Black Plague.
What?
I know I've seen it before.
It's a one nothing to offer.
What? You can tell me, what do you, like, when you see that, what do you think?
I have nothing to offer. It looks like a turkey.
I'm going to show you these 4 pictures right here. Just tell me, if you know what it is, just tell me what it is. Where maybe you've seen it before, like movies, TV shows, music, whatever. And what do you think that it is? So that's your own analysis. So it can be whatever you want. First one. There you go. That guy right there.
It looks like a bird
Right.
of some kind.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
I don't know. It looks scary. To tell you where I've seen that nose before, definitely.
Yeah. Where do you think you've seen it?
Maybe I feel like it was on TV somewhere. Oh, in
What kind of show? You probably seen more
Scary
people wear this
show.
one.
Yeah, I've seen. I feel like I don't know. I've definitely seen it. It looks like bad. It's scary.
Looks scary.
Like flu shot. I don't know.
You know what
Something
happened?
about dog. I don't know what.
Do you know what happened in the 1600s?
No.
Alright, let's break a little bit of knowledge on you. Clearly you didn't see the first 2 parts of my movie. So you've definitely seen that today.
I've seen like the whole week thing.
Alright, what's your name?
Christina.
Christina, thank you for taking the time to do this interview. I appreciate it. So, I'm going to show you some pictures, and please tell me if you know what it is, and how it makes you feel, and what you know about it. And have you seen it before, like in a movie, a TV show?
Looks very familiar, yeah. It looks like some type of cult.
Okay, cool.
First, it reminds me of the KKK for some reason.
Oh, this is gold.
I know some cults use masks like that. I'm not really familiar with like the type of people or where it's going on. But I've definitely seen masks like that, images like with hooded figures like that. Dr. Ray.
So what if I said that it had to do with the Black Plague?
So that would mean it, took place in Europe, right?
Yeah.
And this is around that time period?
This is what the doctors wore.
Okay.
And so the beak, what do you think the beak was used for?
Oh, for medicine. Like
medicine.
breathing in birds and stuff?
Yes. All right. Got a winner. Yeah, it's essentially because they thought the plague was spreading through the air.
Yeah.
So they would fill it with the spices and potpourris, essentially clear the air. But if I told you that back then this was a sign of hope, and you look at it now, how would that make you feel?
Obviously, their view of what hope was and our view of hope right now, like, it's definitely changed. Because right now, as someone who would view this now would think that's like creepy and think it's part of a Halloween costume. Back then, things weren't really happy. It was a really grave time, especially during the Black Plague. There were so many people dying. Even like, honestly, it makes me kind of sad that seeing something like this so depressing was a sign of hope. Makes me feel, that we're blessed to have so many opportunities, and how it feels like there are so many good things that happen now. Like, we have so many doctors and so many ways of medication. Like, this was the only way that they thought they could live, wearing a mask over their face.
Very true. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow, that was gold. That was really good. I hope that music didn't kill it. Thank you very much. Right.
Well, we've learned a lot of different things, I'd have to say. Most surprisingly would be that the plague mask represents a turkey. But aside from that, I think it's safe to say that the plague mask is still around in modern society. And while it can't be pinpointed all the time, when the truth is revealed on what it really is and what it was used for, we can find it shocking. I find it interesting that there's such a wide variety of opinions on the plague mask, and I think it's going to stick around for a while. Thank you for watching, and
Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple pictures. Alright, we're starting. Okay. Say your name for record.
Paige McBride.
Right. Now I can get on Facebook. She didn't know that.
No, but I was supposed to put my last.
No, you're good. Alright, so how many push-ups should I do to ask Jessica out?
300.
300? Like in a row?
Impressive.
Alright, so here's a quick background before, it's live. And the internet sees it, because this is going. I'm actually a big viner.
Oh, are you?
I got like 250,000 followers. So, so you're gonna be on the internet. But, I'm just joking. 250 people don't know who the fuck I am. It'd be cool though.
Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah, that makes me more attractive, less attractive, just the same.
A little more. Oh.
Get on fine. Alright, got it.